Giving up is tantamount to arrogance and murder. How dare I say that? You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know my life. Correct. I don't know your life. I know mine. Here's a scenario for you. If someone were to give you 100% proof that you could not argue with, that when you climbed a steep, dangerous mountain and you get to the other side, there will be $10 billion waiting for you. Again, if someone were to guarantee you that once you pass the summit of this dangerous mountain, you will find $10 billion that are waiting for you, most of us will do what we could to make that climb despite all the dangers, because we have been guaranteed that should we make it, our lives are going to change, because we are going to have $10 billion. And we start fantasizing and thinking about what we can do with that. We're going to give up? Not a chance, because we know what can be done. We are dreaming of what we're going to actualize, what we're going to do for our family, for our kids, with all that money. How we're going to change our world and the world of those we love. And if we're decent enough, we're going to change the world of other people as well. Now, isn't that arrogant when we give up in life because we don't have a guarantee? I want you to think about this. Every person is a point of confluence at any one single time of their lives. Right now, you are a point of confluence of your personal life, all your experiences, your education, your challenges, etc. All you know is what you've experienced, and all you know is what you believe about yourself and allow yourself to believe about yourself. So isn't it arrogant to think that you or I have the biggest picture of what we are able to do, the heights we are able to reach? No matter your age, whether you've 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 or 70. We each, as long as we are blessed with another day, who can guarantee me they know how high they can go if they adopt the best attitude, what they can do, how many lives they can touch? Isn't that arrogant for us to give up and say, well, I've been doing this for 50 years, I've messed up, there's nothing more for me to do? That is why there's a pasuk, I think it's Tehillim, it says, To'evat Hashem kol gvar lev. The abomination of God is the high of heart, because we think we know better than God. We think we know all there is to know about ourselves. Well, let me know that you don't. You haven't begun to scratch the surface of who you are. Even in the secular world, they say we use 1/10 of our brains and we see so many things. Can you imagine if that's compounded by the power of our soul and the power of our spirit? So when we choose to give up, now I'm not judging harsh challenges, but most people who choose to give up and settle for average and settle for so much less than they truly want, those people, in my opinion, and that includes me at certain times in my life, are being arrogant, because we assume to know all we do about ourselves. And why is it like murder? Well, there's a famous story. I won't mention the rabbi's name just in case I'm getting it wrong. This rabbi supposedly had a dream, or actually went up to heaven. The point is over here what happened. And he was an unbelievable person. He was kind, he did good deeds, he helped thousands and thousands of people. But when he went to the Beit Din Shel Ma'ala, meaning the heavenly court, they said to him, you see that door to hell, to Gehinnom, to heaven? You take the door and go down to hell. And he almost fell down. What do you mean go down to hell? This is what I've done, this is what I've been doing, this is what I've been doing. How can that be? I haven't tried to harm a person in my life. I've done what I can to devote my life to people. So he said this. Sorry, the heavenly court said this. Do you know who you murdered? Let's call him David. You murdered the David that could have written more books. You murdered the David that could have changed other people's lives. You murdered the David that could have found and discovered his strength. You murdered the David that could have climbed the heights if only he would have allowed himself to and believed in himself. So the rabbi woke up with total shock and realized that no matter how much he has done, when God has blessed you with another day, there is so much more you can do. The only reason why we get frustrated is because we want things to go according to our timetable. Rabbi David Aaron said something to me is extremely interesting, and if I misquote it, it's all on me. He said basically, people say when they're striving for something, one day when I make enough money I'll be happy, when I make enough, when I do enough, when I get to the top, when I get to the summit. That is the destination. He says no. The summit is the means, because without the summit you don't have the journey. Because once you've reached the destination, you're a different person to the person who started the journey. So whatever you're going through, find the light. No matter how small it is, hug it and build on it. Don't give up. Don't deny the world of the person you could be. And the person you could be, even if you're a street sweeper, it's how you sweep the streets. Even if you're a busboy, it's how you bus the tables. Because you create your own economy, your own community of greatness by how you deal with the life that you have been gifted with.